Hi, my name is Michael Healea with Platinum Physiques. And before we move on to the video portion of your exercises, I would like to teach you several distinctions. The first being breathing. It's very important that you exhale on the most difficult part of your exercise. For example, if you do a bench press, then you want to exhale when you're pushing the weight up. And you want to inhale while you're bringing the weight down. If you're doing a lat pull down, the hardest part of the exercise is pulling the weight down. So you're going to exhale on the way down and inhale on the way up. This is called exertion. Exertion is when you breathe out. It's also extremely important that you synchronize your breath with the movement. So if you're doing a bench press again, you're going to push the weight up and exhale at the same time in sync with the press. You're going to stop at the top and inhale in sync with the lowering of the bar. The same thing applies with the lat pull down. You're going to pull the weight down and you're going to exhale during the most difficult part, pulling the weight down, and then you're going to inhale while bringing the weight up. There are several reasons why it is very important to breathe properly. But the two main reasons are your body is like a pressure cooker. If you hold your breath, there's an internal pressure that's in the body that definitely can cause some problems. We've seen people in lifting have hernias and also hemorrhoids from holding their breath. We've also seen people pass out from holding their breath and get lightheaded. So it's extremely important that you breathe properly. The other reason is that your body builds up what's called lactic acid. If you're not breathing properly and you're holding your breath, then you're not sending the proper oxygen to the muscles. And your body needs that oxygen to go to the muscles so that you can actually have a better workout. Your muscles will last longer throughout the workout, and you will definitely get a better workout and you will not get lightheaded. So those are the two main reasons why you definitely want to breathe properly during exercise. It is very important also that you understand the elongation and contraction of each muscle. It's an extremely important distinction. Elongation is when you flex the muscle and stretch the muscle to its full capability. Contraction is flexing the muscle to its shortened length. So it's extremely important that you understand both of these. During each exercise, elongation must be completed so that you can build a long, pretty, sleek muscle. Contraction, which is the peak or shortening of the muscle, is extremely important for building the muscle to its full capability. Also, by lengthening the muscle during elongation, you're protecting the tendon attachment to the bone. It's called length-tension relationship. Length-tension relationship is crucially important because if you train a muscle into a shortened length, it will shorten the tendon and potentially cause injuries to that tendon. The next distinction that I would like to teach you is the difference between a prime mover and a secondary or assisting muscle. A prime mover, that's called an agonist, is the largest muscle that you work during a specific exercise. It's the muscle that takes the most pressure when you are lifting an object or a weight. The assisting muscle, which is called a synergist, is the muscle that assists, stabilizes, or helps the prime mover in lifting an object. What the goal is and what the Healea method is to use the prime mover only during a lift and eliminate the secondary or assisting muscle from the movement. By doing this, it puts the maximum pressure on the prime mover and causes that particular muscle to grow or shrink depending on what we decide to do with specific rep ranges and weights. And in turn, what that does is it builds a specific muscle and a specific area of a specific muscle to build perfect symmetry on the body. And that's our goal. The last distinction that I would like to teach you is how to pre-fatigue a prime mover to maximize the tension on a secondary mover. This particular distinction is rarely known in the fitness world. It's something that I had to figure out in order to get specific muscles to shrink or get smaller, while other areas to get bigger or larger. For example, I had some bikini competitors that came from Arizona, and they were working out with some bodybuilders over there, and they came in and they said that they wanted to have a bigger booty and smaller quadriceps. The particular exercises that they did caused their quadriceps to be big and their booty to be average size. So what they wanted was a smaller quadricep and a bigger gluteus maximus. So what I did was I figured out that you can actually pre-fatigue the quadricep by doing lots of repetitions on, say, a thigh extension machine, and then put them on a leg press and do very close grip leg presses for many repetitions. And once the quadricep is very tired, then I work the lunges and the reverse lunges and the wide squats that will cause the maximum pressure on the gluteus maximus. During a squat, the prime mover is the quadricep. The secondary mover and assisting muscle is the gluteus maximus. So in this particular case, by pre-fatiguing the quadricep, which is the prime mover, the secondary mover, the gluteus maximus, got the most work at the end of the workout with a heavy weight. And the final result from that was for the gluteus maximus to grow and the quadricep to get smaller. Again, this is an extremely rare distinction that is rarely used in the fitness world, but it works extremely well. And we can do this particular distinction on various different muscles of the human body, and it works extremely well. Now that you have a good idea of a few of the Healea method distinctions, let's move on to the workout videos that are going to teach you how to build perfect symmetry. I am super excited to work with you and build your perfect physique.